sports. It's in the game.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Toss play to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 4th down, Hurts. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Let's go.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Here's Williams. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears hoping to break this tie before the half. First and 10 from the 41. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Williams from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Swift gets it on the option. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Zach Bond with the tackle. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Swift hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Set up. Take go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throwing for Hurts. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So it's second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll motion Smith left. Looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tyler Scott now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Come on, set.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Go. Ready.
Back to throw it. Pass complete. Screenplay. And he's brought down for a loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down, a run with Barkley. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, Right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. From the 28. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
They'll try to run it in. And he runs this in. That's going to knock this game up at 8 apiece. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Street! Stephanie! Go, check! Go!
Off the play fake, Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, set! Check go!
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, here's Swift. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's an unusual 8-all ball game as both sides get ready for the final quarter.
Ready up!
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now!
Out of the pistol, Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Set up! Ready?
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Brings it in at the 12. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. The 50. 30. The 10. At the 5. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a fourth quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, it's Swift. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago.
It's a loss of a yard.
Bears down by 7.
At the
Okay,
41
ready.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Set. Ready, ready.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Has some space inside the 15. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
Go.
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the late lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bears make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and